What's going on, everybody? Kenny Bomb is in the building, and we have reached a very exciting time of the year because the Game Awards is right around the corner. But this year, it's a little bit different because it's time for a lot of these big developers to finally reveal what they've been working on for all of these years. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we are just here to get our votes in. So let's jump right in and get into it. But first, I need y'all to help me out by dropping a like on this video. Just don't forget to smash that subscribe button, especially if you don't want to miss the next one. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
Alright, so I haven't checked out the nominees yet, but I'm actually pretty excited to jump in here and do so because we had a lot of good games this year. I know one thing I expect to see quite a bit, and that is Expedition 33, and rightfully so because the game might just be a masterpiece. Let's go ahead and jump in and get our votes in. So this website is cooked. We are not going to be able to go through every category and get our votes in because every time you click on one, the website crashes. So we're going to cherry pick which categories we vote on today, and hopefully they get this thing fixed. So let's start with most anticipated game. We got it to come up. Alright, so we got a pretty good list here. 007 First Light looks pretty good. I'm not a big James Bond 007 guy, but this game kind of reminds me of Uncharted, and I love Uncharted, so I'm excited to see that one. Grand Theft Auto 6, of course, everybody is excited to see that. Marvel's Wolverine, I'm surprised what they're doing there. They're giving us the blood, they're giving us the gore, so I'm excited about that one. Resident Evil Requiem. The last three Resident Evils I thought were really good, so I am excited to see what they do with this one. And then we have The Witcher 4. It's actually a pretty tough lineup. I think the obvious answer is Grand Theft Auto 6, but the obvious question is, are we really getting Grand Theft Auto 6 in 2026? Because I think it's possible they push it even further to 27. We'll see what happens with that one. I really did love The Witcher 3. But I don't like the fact that we're not using Geralt of Rivera. I think I might have to go Wolverine on this one. For games that we will see in 2026, I think I'm going with Wolverine because unfortunately a lot from that game leaked and we saw some of the things that they are looking to do with it. And I think that game's going to be really good. So I'm going to say my most anticipated is Wolverine. It's a fight to get back to this page every time you get a vote in. So the next one we're going to take a look at is, you know what? Let's go best RPG because the answer right here for me is obvious. Avowed, I did play Avowed. Unfortunately, I couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. It felt low budget to me. Big shouts out to Obsidian. I'm sorry, but it just wasn't for me. Clear Obscure. Expedition 33. I think every category this game lands in has got to take the win. Kingdom Come Deliverance is one that I really wanted to get to. Haven't gotten to it yet. I'm just getting to Expedition 33. And I think the praises people are singing about that game are definitely legit. We got Monster Hunter Wilds. Love Monster Hunter. That's another one I really wanted to get to. Haven't had the time to do it yet. And the Outer Worlds 2. I played the Outer Worlds 1, and that's another one that really didn't connect with me. One thing about me is with these games, I hate when they let me pick up everything, just everything you see around. Cups on the table, boxes on the floor, and then it says, you're over encumbered, you're carrying too much stuff. Well, why did you let me pick all of this stuff up? So that's why these games really don't work for me. But the obvious answer for me here is definitely Expedition 33. That is an easy choice. So let's see if we can get to the next category. Oh, it let us go to the next category. Okay, and it's best fighting game. Now, 2025 has not been crazy when it comes to new fighters. 2024, I believe it was ridiculous. Or was that 23? Where we got Mortal Kombat, we got Tekken, we got new Street Fighter. That was a crazy year. This time we have 2XKO from Riot Games. We have Capcom Fighting Collection, which gave us some classics. Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. This one is probably the right choice to win, but I see that dragon logo here. Now, why is Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection on this list? I have no idea. because the game's chopped right now. Online, nightmare. I'm not somebody who plays online a lot, but for the people who do, I see why they're complaining, because they've taken a lot of stuff back that they said was going to happen, like crossplay. Right now, we won't even get into that spiel. But there's another issue with the arcade difficulty. Some people will be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it, you know, get good, this and that. But they give you the option to put the game on very easy. And when you put the game on very easy, it's like extremely hard. It's just ridiculous. So Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection definitely needs work. I don't know why it's on this list, but I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. At the end of the day, it's the old Mortal Kombat game. So I gotta go with the Legacy Collection. I don't care what y'all got to say about it. Mortal Kombat, if it's on the list, it's always number one. Let's see if we can get back. Oh, it's working now. We got back to our categories. So let's go to best families, what we don't care about, best sim strategy, best sports and racing. Let's see. We got EA Sports FC. We got F1 25. We got Mario Kart World. We got Rematch. And we have Sonic Cross Worlds. No WWE 2K25. Which is pretty surprising because 2K24 made the list last year. And 2K25 is definitely a better game than 2K24 was. They tightened up a lot of the screws. They added the island, which isn't great right now, but I think WWE 2K25 should have made the list. And because it didn't, I'm going to vote for Sonic just because I like chaos and I would love to see Sonic beat Mario. I think that'll be pretty interesting. Best multiplayer is what we don't care about. So let's see the next one we have here. Let's go with best action adventure. I love an action adventure game. Death Stranding 2. Didn't like Death Stranding 1. It wasn't for me. So I didn't even try Death Stranding 2. Ghost of Yotai. Yote, whatever they call it. This actually disappointed me. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. Masterpiece. I went through and got the platinum on that game, and I really gotta love a game to get the platinum. Ghost of Yote, I couldn't even finish it. I hate the combat. And I know a lot of people will say I'm crazy for saying that, but it's like when the Assassin's Creed games came out back in the day, everybody complained because you'd be fighting one enemy while all of the others were standing around just watching you until you killed this guy and then another one would jump in. I hate Ghost of Yotai because you're fighting one enemy and then you got this enemy coming at you this way, this enemy coming at you this way. His sword's gleaming green, his is gleaming yellow, his is gleaming blue. So you got to figure out which one you're going to press to figure out which one's going to hit you first. Just ridiculous. I'm like, bro, listen. Cancel Christmas. I don't like it. So I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And I don't even like Indiana Jones. I really don't barely like first-person games, but this is one I really enjoyed. Played it for free on Xbox Game Pass, so I think they definitely do deserve the W. But did the vote register? I hope it did because, okay, there we go. We got it placed. So the next one we will go to... Let's go to best action game. You know what? I have not seen the first Berserker Kazan here. And before I played Expedition 33, that was my game of the year. So I hope it shows up on one of these categories. So best action game, Battlefield 6. We got Doom the Dark Ages. We have Hades 2. We have Ninja Gaiden 4. And then we have Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I would probably have to go Ninja Gaiden here, even though I really didn't like the fact that we couldn't use Ryu Hayabusa during the game. You know what? I get it. You want to introduce this new ninja and just throw Ryu at us at the end, but it's not Ninja Gaiden. At that point, just give the game a different name, but it's still a good game. I love Platinum games, so I'm going to have to vote Ninja Gaiden for that one. First Berserker Kazan, where are you? So we have best multiplayer, best adaptation. I tried a few times and unfortunately best adaptation does not work, so good luck to the nominees on that one. I was able to get the best debut indie game to come up. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is an indie game, which is absolutely unbelievable. It feels like a AAA title, so I'm going to make sure anytime I see Expedition 33, we get our votes in for that because Those guys did an amazing job building this game. Big shouts out to Sandfall Interactive. All right, we got the vote in. So I'm going to try to start right-clicking these. That way it doesn't throw everything off whenever we get the vote in. This is supposed to be a good time, but this website is a nightmare this year. So we have Best Independent Game. We got to go Expedition 33. I already told y'all why. The game is absolutely unbelievable. If you have not played Expedition 33, make sure you play it before the Game Awards so you can understand why it's winning all of these awards. All right, let's go to Best Ongoing. No, that's just going to be like Fortnite and stuff. Games for Impact. What games made a big impact? No Expedition 33? No Life is Strange? Come on, man. What are we doing? For impact? What type of impact? Innovation and accessibility. Best performance. What got best performance? At this point, I should probably just let it go so y'all can see how bad this is. All right, looks like it's coming up this time. Best performance. All right, how many people do we have here from... Ooh, we got quite a few people from Expedition 33. Who is this? Is this... Oh, we got a lot of people. Which one is Gustav? Which one is Verso? Let's go with Mel. We're gonna go with Mel. Yeah, we're gonna go with Mel. If I'm saying her name right, I don't even know. All right, so next one we will... Oh, best audio design. Come on, Expedition 33, the audio in that game, the music, like you feel it, every track, just amazing. You can close your eyes and just listen to it. You don't even got to play the game and you still get the same experience. So there we're going Expedition 33 as well. I did not expect, when I turned this game on for the first time, I did not expect to get all of these votes from me, but I'm telling you, if you haven't played it, go play it. Best scoring music, it's Expedition 33. I know it's on there. It has to be, and it has to win. This game might sweep this year, y'all. Hopefully they don't take back from it because they're like, well, we don't want to give everything to Expedition 33. Let's award the other titles as well. No, give it to who deserves it. Best art direction. Let's see what we got there. I mean, come on, y'all already know what it is. Hollow Knight Silk Song, okay, nice game, but at the end of the day, is it the best art direction? I don't think so. Hades, I don't like the camera angle in Hades. I played the first one, got what I needed, didn't need any more. Ghost of Yotai, Deathstranding, I understand it's a Kojima game, but I mean, we gotta start talking about these games for what they are. I just don't like the package simulator, so I'm gotta go Expedition 33. Listen, there were a lot more games that should be on this list. Where is Mafia: The Old Country? I understand it wasn't the longest game, but what they gave us was actually very good. And it better be under Best Narrative because it deserves to at least get a nomination there. The first Berserker Kazan should have been something that was on this list. I understand it's a niche, but that's another game that was really good. When you think about the Soulsborne games, I think the first Berserker Kazan is probably the best underneath anything that FromSoft was doing. So I think it definitely deserved to be on this list, and unfortunately it's not. Best Narrative, the story in Expedition 33 is just so good. From beginning to end, it keeps you engaged. Usually when I'm playing games and I'm listening to the story or what's going on, I just let the podcast run and I'm listening to the game and the podcast at the same time. With Expedition 33, every time they start talking, I turn the podcast off because you gotta know what's going on or you might miss something. I want to give y'all some spoilers right now, but I'm not going to do it because I think you definitely need to play the game. But without a doubt, it's Expedition 33. Without a doubt. Big shouts out to Silent Hill F, Kingdom Come Deliverance. I think these are going to put up a fight in some of these categories, but for me, there's just one clear winner, man. There is just one clear, obvious winner. And I got to make sure this goes through. Okay, there we go. We got the vote. No. Give me the vote. We need to get our vote in. Oh, I guess it went in. Okay. It's just give me the option to go to the next category. Vote placed. All right, there we go. All right, now I think best game direction. I'm sorry. I mean, what is the best game direction? They're not putting all the games that should be here on the list. I think Mafia, the Old Country, definitely deserved to be under the best narrative. I don't like the fact that it's not. Come on, load in for me. Not found. Best game direction. Let's go. All right, there we go. They just put the same games under every category. I mean, we had more good games this year. I think they're just slighting a lot of different things. And you're putting Expedition 33 up against all of these other games. Expedition 33 is going to win. I mean, let's just be honest. Okay, there we go. We got the vote in. And last but most certainly not least, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm sure Game of the Year is going to have all of the same games we saw in the other categories. When again, I think first Berserker Kazan should have definitely been in there. They need to let somebody else take a look at these things and play more games, because I think these might be the only games they played this year, because we had a lot more good games that deserve to be listed. Come on, let me get Game of the Year opened up. I'm going to leave this in the video so y'all can see how cooked this website is. Whoa, I actually forgot about Donkey Kong. It's probably under Best Family Game, but if I'm being honest, I bought a Switch 2 to play this game, and it was kind of cheeks. It was kind of cheeks. You just jump around, smash it, smash, 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 smash. A lot of websites gave this a 10 out of 10, and if I'm being honest with y'all, I think it's the Nintendo privilege, because this game is definitely a 7 out of 10. I'm sorry. Luigi's Mansion, that's what Nintendo should have came out with, because those are always bangers. But Game of the Year, if you give me Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, if you played all of these games, you know there is one clear winner. Now again, Kingdom Come Deliverance, haven't gotten to that yet. I had enough of Hades with Hades 1. It wasn't for me. I could tell when the game's not for me. Hollow Knight Silk Song, first Berserker Kazan was better. Death Stranding 2, if it was anything like Death Stranding 1, that's what we don't care about. So my Game of the Year is going to be Expedition 33. If you couldn't tell by the other votes. Now again, when I heard people talking about this game earlier this year, I didn't believe them. I was like, sure, I'm sure the game's good, but I'll get to it when I get to it. There's too many games coming out right now. And I'm glad I didn't skip out on this one or let it go, by the wayside, because those guys did a great job. And to be honest, I think they deserve a sweep here. I think Expedition 33 deserves the sweep. But what do y'all think? Have y'all gotten y'all votes in on this cooked website? Let me know in the comment section. Just to let y'all know, I will be live streaming this, so if you want to see me crash out when Expedition 33 does not win everything it should win, make sure you come tune in. But thanks again for watching this video. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.